Hello and welcome. Good morning. I am Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. This is Speaking with Judgment, hosted by me. I'm glad to have you here with me. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. An unfortunate scene in Sunday's final game as Tyrese Halliburton's night ended with a devastating Achilles injury in the first quarter. But this was one of the culmination of one of the greatest regular seasons we've ever seen in NBA history, one of the most dominant. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they get the job done. The way it ended feels nothing short of amazing. The true embodiment of what it means to be a member of the Oklahoma City Thunder. The storybook season is complete. For the first time since moving to Oklahoma City, the Thunder are NBA champions. OKC beat Indiana 103-91 in Game 7 to claim their first championship. The unfortunate part is that this will not just be remembered for OKC's dominance, but remembered for Halliburton suffering an Achilles injury. I know we shouldn't look at it this way, but we can't help it. And for the season to end this way for the Indiana Pacers, just heartbreaking. This season didn't deserve to end this way for them. Not the way we wanted the season to end, but OKC, for them, this just feels like a truly joyful way to close out the season. OKC fans have been waiting for this moment for a long time. One of the most loyal fan bases in the NBA. They've been waiting on this since 2012. You saw the turnout on Tuesday at the championship parade. A massive crowd, hundreds of thousands showed up to celebrate the city's first ever NBA championship. Fans, young and old, flooded downtown Oklahoma City for the 2-mile parade, decked out in Thunder gear, waving signs, cheering, and taking in a day that they'll never forget. Well deserved. I just want to congratulate them on a heck of a season, as well as the Indiana Pacers. Look, I tip my hat. They continuously defied the odds. A lot of people doubted they would be this tough, but they exceeded expectations, and you just wonder what it could have been had Tyrese Halliburton not suffered a game-ending injury. And let me say this, the Pacers showed up, and give them a lot of credit. There's a lot of people questioning what would have happened if Halliburton hadn't gone down. Nobody knows. That question will never be answered. Injuries are part of the game. This kind of thing, unfortunately, happens. It won't take away from the season the OKC Thunder had. You can say they got lucky. You can say they're frauds. You can say if Halliburton was on the floor, they wouldn't have lost. Fact of the matter is, OKC, they won. They are the champions. Nothing you can say takes that away. So when people say, how will the 2025 NBA Finals be remembered? I will say we're always going to look back at Halliburton's injury, but I think when we also look back on the 2025 NBA Finals, it will be about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Can we finally start admitting out loud that he's a superstar? That's not an unpopular opinion. It's a fact. You can give out superstar status. It was earned with his accomplishments this season. He caps a dream season with a scoring title. All NBA first team. First seed in the league with 68 wins. NBA MVP, Finals MVP, a championship ring. This is what we mean when we say Shai is a superstar. That's the definition of a superstar. And oh, by the way, we can put a stop to the free throw merchant narrative. I think it's pretty ridiculous that that's the narrative going around. It was created for The simple fact that he's a player in a small market on a team nobody wanted to see in the finals. But what y'all going to say about him now? Because he's a champion. Winning a championship is a measuring stick to put certain players above certain players. A lot of times, this is the way we determine a player's legacy, our place in history. Not only measure individual greatness, but how many rings you have. It's one of those things where we'll argue endlessly whether or not Shai is a superstar. What else does he need to do? I'll tell you one thing. It puts him in the top tier. I mean, you got a guy who couldn't have had a better season. If you want to say he's not a superstar, we just saw him on Sunday drop 29 points, average 12 assists, and 1 turnover. Only the third player in history, 30 points per game during the regular season, a league MVP, and the MVP of the NBA Finals. And man, if you want to talk about comparisons, Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are two names who jump out at you. He is now one of only 4 players to win the NBA MVP award, the NBA Finals MVP award, and the league scoring title in the same season. The other 3 players to achieve this are Michael Jordan, 4 times, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaquille O'Neal. That's the conversation he's in. I mean, not bad company to be in. As you think about it, he has just proven he can compete at this level. He's blossomed into a real threat offensively and defensively. He's not the player that's going to pat himself on the back or say it himself, but I'll say it for him. He's a top 5 superstar in this league. When you join an elite group of players, the company speaks for itself. And I will say this, the greatest Thunder ever. I believe he can become the kind of player who not only impacts his team, but the game globally. I don't want to end up sounding silly, but he's making a strong case for being considered the best player in the world. We can say this about him now. Anyone who says he's not a superstar is flat out wrong. I was a believer in his game and his team. I respect the way they go about it in terms of style and approach. If you didn't, you probably see them more likely to be a contender for years to come now. And so Shai, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and with the crew they have right now, their stellar bench, they can run it back. I have a problem with the slander and disrespect, the hate for OKC after following their championship victory. It is weird to me. I can do nothing but congratulate them. They deserve it. It looks to me as if this is a team that can win multiple championships in the coming years. The window is still open. This team is going to be together. Everybody is coming back next season. They got draft picks. The future is bright. So think about that. The best team in the league won the title and really can do it again with the way the roster is constructed. I mean, this is a team that belongs to the city. They turned the Pacers over 23 times. That's what they do. They feast on turnovers. They live off turnovers. They lived off turnovers all season. The youth of this team, it's scary for the rest of the league. I'm amazed at how they grew up in this series. And now they're the champions. And nobody is going to take that away from them. And here's my message to the rest of the league. The OKC Thunder are here and they aren't going away. Not anytime soon. They've come a long way and grew up so quickly given how young they are. I mean, reality, there's a process. These things aren't built in 1 year. These championship caliber teams are built over time. And this team has been brought together. Congratulations to Sam Presti as well, who was the architect behind Oklahoma City and built something special. It's been an amazing run. What a hell of a season for the OKC Thunder. And once again, congratulations to the OKC Thunder. Well deserved. All right, guys. I'm out of here now. Thank you guys for listening. Really appreciate it. Hey, if you guys like the content, do me a huge favor. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. I'm on various platforms. I'm also on TikTok, so you guys can check out the content there as well. Follow me on TikTok, the Sports Judge 85 over there. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Sports Judge 85, and you can also view this from my YouTube channel. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so. I would really appreciate that if you guys can do that. And, I'll be back later on today. I got more content. I got a lot of NBA draft content coming up for you guys. I got to get into that. I got to get into some of these trades that's happening around the association. We'll talk about that as well. We'll break that down sometime today and tomorrow. No rush, but it will get done. I will have some content. I promise you. I will have some new content for you guys. But in the meantime, you guys take care of yourselves. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll talk again very soon. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. And hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.